power of two. Minion magic. Long ago, in a hidden valley where the sun painted the hills gold and the rivers sparkled with silver light, there lived two small minions named Pip and Lumo. Unlike the loud armies of minions that followed great sorcerers or towering kings, these two were different. They were not created to serve blindly. Instead, they were born from a single drop of starlight and a whisper of laughter, destined to carry within them a rare spark of magic. Pip was curious, always asking questions, always poking at mysteries. He was small even for a minion, with wide amber eyes that glowed when he discovered something new. Lumo, in contrast, was calm and thoughtful, with a steady gaze and a voice that sounded like the gentle hum of the wind through trees. Together, they made an odd pair, one bursting with restless energy, the other grounded in quiet wisdom. Yet it was their differences that gave them strength. One evening, as twilight stretched its violet arms across the sky, a tremor rippled through the valley. From the depths of the shadow caves, a dark mist slithered upward. The villagers who lived nearby felt their hearts grow heavy, for the mist carried whispers that drained joy and fed on fear. The valley elders gathered and spoke in hushed voices. Only a union of light and laughter can push back the mist, they said, and when their eyes turned toward Pip and Lumo, the two little minions realized that their destiny had arrived sooner than expected. Pip leapt forward eagerly. "Let's go! We'll chase it away with fireworks and noise," he cried, already imagining himself as a grand hero. Lumo placed a gentle hand on his friend's shoulder. "Fireworks alone won't do it. This mist feeds on chaos. We must learn balance, and we must do it together." Their journey began at dawn. They climbed crystal cliffs, crossed forests where the trees whispered forgotten spells, and followed the trail of the creeping mist. At times Pip grew impatient, wanting to fight every shadow with bursts of light. At times Lumo hesitated, weighing every step with care. But whenever they clashed, they remembered the words of the elders, union of light and laughter. Slowly, they learned to trust not only their own gifts but also each other's. Deep within the shadow caves, they found the source of the darkness, a towering phantom forged from broken dreams. Its form shifted constantly, sometimes a beast with 1,000 claws, other times a void with eyes like burning coals. The phantom laughed cruelly when it saw them. "Two little minions think they can challenge me? I feed on fear. I thrive on doubt. You are nothing." Pip trembled, but he also felt a spark ignite in his chest. "We may be small, but we're not nothing," he shouted, his voice echoing through the cavern. He conjured a ball of golden light that pulsed with his boundless curiosity. Lumo stepped beside him, his calm presence steadying the ground beneath their feet. He raised his hands and released waves of gentle warmth, a magic that soothed the heart. The phantom lunged, trying to smother Pip's light and drown Lumo's calm. Yet in that moment, something extraordinary happened. Their magic began to weave together. Pip's bright flashes of energy swirled into Lumo's steady glow, forming a radiant spiral that grew brighter and brighter. It was neither chaos nor stillness, it was balance, alive and harmonious. The cavern shook as the spiral of light and laughter burst outward. The phantom shrieked, its form unraveling as the warmth pierced its shadows. Every broken dream it carried began to mend, turning into glowing fireflies that fluttered into the night sky. The mist dissolved, and the valley breathed freely once more. When Pip and Lumo returned, the villagers cheered. Yet the two minions simply smiled at each other. They knew the true victory wasn't in defeating the phantom, it was in learning the power of two. Alone, Pip's light would have flickered out. Alone, Lumo's calm would have been overwhelmed. But together, their magic was unstoppable. From that day on, whenever darkness threatened the valley, stories of Pip and Lumo reminded everyone that true strength doesn't come from size or power, but from unity. The minions themselves continued to wander, seeking new lands and new lessons, carrying with them the radiant truth that light and laughter, balance and bravery, are strongest when shared. And so their legend grew, whispered across mountains and rivers, teaching all who heard it that even the smallest of beings can change the fate of the world so long as they face it together.